I had always been a positive person. My father was a very optimistic person. He was pretty brutal, but he was a positive person, and he was an immigrant who had overcome a lot and achieved pretty great things, and always believed that he could do anything. And so he really instilled that in us, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't pleasant how he did it when we were young. But that stayed with me. And so as I entered into my spiritual life, I started to veer towards more achievement-oriented philosophy, more, you know, the philosophy of success, the philosophy of personal achievement. That was such a draw for me that it began to really consume me because it resonated with my basic outlook. Because when I go back to the days that Todd and I were together, that's the way we operated. We thought, dude, we can go here and do this. We can go here, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts. There was no it won't work. You know, that discussion we never had. There was no what if. It was always, this is exactly what we're going to do. And when you have people like that in your life, that also again reinforces it. And so I grew, you know, over those years of just again studying the different ways you can achieve things, the different ways you can, you know, develop in a comprehensive sense the kind of life that you might want. And I was fascinated by all sorts of things, everything from history to the military. You know, I was fascinated by special forces, for example. It was, you know, how they could take these type A personalities and blend them together into a fighting unit by giving them a cause greater than themselves and harnessing all of that type A, you know, testosterone into a cohesive fighting force. And so I studied that. I wanted to know how that worked. And so much of my personal philosophy of achievement comes out of all of that. And, you know, that was a significant discovery for me. And it obviously goes into shape a lot of what we do with Metal Motivation. But we had to purge it. We had to purge it of, you know, all of the magical thinking. You know, people think that they can attract things with their mind, or mind over matter, that kind of stuff. We had to purge that out and get down to bare bones. You know, this is how you do things with hard work and strategy, and we've said that repeatedly in our videos.